Well, I'm doing a little bush hogging with the 5045 and the MX6 bush hog. Makes a good combination. I thought I'd set y'all up and video a little bit of it. I've already kind of mowed one side of this ditch. I want to mow this side and kind of square that up where I don't mow for hay, and we'll go down here under the hill and mow a few places too, so stick around and see how it does. something, answering some viewer questions. I've had some people ask me about the John Deere's right to repair, how has it affected me with the tractors we have, and that type of thing. So I want to discuss that real quick with you, and maybe give you a little better understanding of what I know about it and how it might affect you. So basically, from my experience, the John Deere right to repair really doesn't have any effect on me, and probably most people in the smaller end categories, as far as the consumers go. Basically, from what I can tell, it relates to being able to buy diagnostic computers and stuff to hook up to your tractor to where you can actually, do like program, install stuff on your tractor, maybe change the fueling, turn injectors on and off for testing, check your EGR valves remotely, all that type of thing, do forced regens and stuff. You would have to buy a specific tool and the rights to that program in order to use that on this tractor. I'm not talking about just a diagnostic tool like that shows codes and what they are. I'm talking about an actual computer to where you can work on them. I don't know what you'd call that, but maybe not a scan tool, but a diagnostic tool might be what it is. I don't know. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So if I need to work on something on this tractor, if I had a bearing go down in the front end or bust a gear in the front end, hoses blow on the engine, if I had a water pump go out that wasn't under warranty, I can change those things and fix them myself without any penalty, any voiding of warranty or anything like that. Would I buy a computer program and the rights to it and stuff if it was available? Probably not with what I've got. Some of the bigger farmers that's got, multiple pieces of equipment, I could see that being an investment for them, or I can see it being an investment for equipment repair shops. A lot of these independent repair shops are going out of business now because it's harder for them to work on this newer stuff. And I'm not just talking about John Deere, but other brands a lot as well. You just about have to go back to the dealerships anymore. Used to, there's a lot of independent equipment repair shops, but it seems like those are kind of dying out. So, I've heard people say they're not going to buy a John Deere because of right to repair. So let me ask you this question. How many of you own a vehicle that operates off of an ECU, an engine control, or ECM, engine control unit, or engine control module, whatever you want to call it? About everybody does these days. How many of you own a true diagnostic tool for that vehicle? Very few people do. You might have a little code reader, but you don't have a true diagnostic tool to where you can get on there and do repairs, do updates. Even these new vehicles, you're having to put them in service mode with a computer to change the brakes to get the calipers to collapse. I mean, things are getting ridiculous. You can't work on stuff yourself anymore. So it's not really just John Deere. A lot of those places, they'll offer you to where you can buy those programs, but it's expensive. The common person can't afford it. It's not worth it. I don't know what they settled on their lawsuit deal that's going through. I think something did come about on that, but I don't know the details with it. This tractor, you can read the codes on the dash. It'll come up. You can scan through them. I've got an app on my phone. It'll pull it up, show the codes that's been thrown on it, and you can look it up and see what's going on and give you an idea of if it's something you need to take it to the shop for, or if it's just a little fault in the transmission because you shifted something wrong, or something like that. You can call and discuss it with your dealership and tell them what codes you're seeing and that type of thing. But a lot of tractors don't offer that. I know Anthony, he was having a code on his tractor, or having a check engine light on his tractor, Mahindra, But without a scan tool or a code reader, we didn't know what it was. Ended up, I think it was fuel pressure, because the filter in the little screen in the tank, I believe, was stopped up. We blew it out and it's been running fine. But it'd been nice to know if it's fuel pressure or something else. He can buy a scan tool, but that's all he's got is just a scan tool. At that point, it'd be, about $200 or something, I think. With this, it's already built in on this tractor. You don't even have to have a phone app. You can just go through the dash and find your codes, and then get on the internet and Google it and pretty well find out what it is. A lot of people get bent out of shape over stuff on these John Deeres. Just like moving the stuff to Mexico and things, that was just a small portion of their business. John Deere's global. They're worldwide, build stuff everywhere. It's not just United States. How many things are built just in the United States? Very little. I was always a huge fan of Massey Ferguson in the early days. And was they all built in the United States? No, they was built in Canada. They was built overseas. All over the world. They was a global economy, global business. That's just how things work these days. This tractor is built in India, I believe. Some John Deeres are still built in the United States. They're built in Mexico. They're built in other countries. We can't have everything built here in the United States, unfortunately. It'd be nice if we could, and we could do better. But I've had people, it's getting off subject a little bit, but I had one guy get on and jump onto me for having a New Holland V-rake that was built by another company in another country, and it was rebranded as New Holland. So what? I like it. I would buy another one any day. Probably one of the best V-rakes offered that I've ever seen. But as far as the John Deere right to repair, I don't have much of an effect from it, but I can see some of the bigger farms that owns several pieces of equipment, or the construction equipment and that type of thing, it being an issue with them. Hopefully they'll get it to where the people that can't afford it and want to buy these things can. But even if it was available, unless it was very inexpensive, I probably wouldn't have one for what I've got. Hope that clears things up a little bit with people. So if you're on a small scale end, owning one or two pieces of equipment, I don't see that matters to anybody really. But appreciate y'all watching. If you will, please like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll catch you on the next one.